Yeah, and so over the years, yeah, some pests you can use themselves as a nosode, like the slater or the pillbug. Yeah, you can use, and you can use the snail, and you can use one or two others. But most of them work much better if you find a natural predator and give that, because you were talking about the law of similars. The law of similars come in 5 different forms. Like is attracted by like produces like cures like imitates like, and like antidotes like. And so yeah, and so these are the 5 ways in which in nature we see that the law of similars is applicable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so because of this, I call this a quintessence. And then now in the new version of the book, which is going to come out later at some point, depending on the publisher, I have put all these quintessences in there. And there is more than one. Yeah, you got the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Yeah, you got the 5 senses: eyes, ears, nose, smell, and touch. Yeah, and taste. And so you know these quintessences, they come in from all sides. Yeah, and in that way we come to understand that these quintessences, they are applicable everywhere, and they're all based on that law of similars. Yeah.
Yeah.
So by getting into this in this manner, yeah, we can find solutions that otherwise are not possible. Yeah.
Right.
So I had to change my way of thinking in a particular way, and I had to learn to look at things in a completely different way as we are used to.
Right.
Because normally, what happens in regular agriculture, they go and kill the bug. Yeah. But the bug is not really the problem. The bug is only a symptom of the problem. The real problem is that they have no proper spacing, they have bare soil cultivation, yeah, there is no organic matter in the soil, they use poisons, yeah, and they give all these artificial fertilizers. So, you know, the soil is no longer permeable.
Yes.
And the stuff that lives in the soil normally for decomposition, like fungi and bacteria and viruses, they have to eat also, so they attack the living plants. So ever since we have started with this type of agriculture, the problems for the farmer have only exploded. Yeah, he gets more and more diseases, he gets more and more problems. Why? Because they chase the bug, they chase the disease. But really the plant is having the problem, so you have to treat the plant instead of the problem.
Yeah, that's radical. This is a radical new way of looking at agriculture. What other advantages can you tell us about using homeopathy on plants over?
Well, first of all, you only have to use it once in the season. It gives 3 months protection with a single dose. So the farmer is going to keep a lot of money in his pocket, which he now spends on poisons and all that kind of stuff. Secondly, because it is protected, he doesn't lose 30% of his crop any longer. Yeah, so he has 30% more crop. Thirdly, the plants grow at least 30% bigger, so he gets a bigger crop also.
Oh my gosh, 30%!
And as a result of that, it takes up more CO2, and that is the big problem with global warming. So here you have a solution to global warming, climate change, and all that stuff. Yeah, because it takes the CO2 out of the air. Yeah, you get bigger harvests, so you can solve world hunger. Yeah, you get more income for the farmer, and if the farmer is making enough money, the economy will never collapse.
Well,
the economy collapses because the farmer has become, a worker for the big agribusinesses.
Yes. Yeah.
And he doesn't make any money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you have rich farmers, how can the economy collapse? Because then they're no longer dependent on the bank.
Exactly, yeah. Well, it sounds like this has huge implications for mankind. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I think that we're really onto something here with what you're doing, Doctor. Tell us how we can get your book.
You can get the book from www.considera.org in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
You can order it from my publisher in Germany, Narayana Verlag DE.
Okay.
Yeah, DE. And you can get it from me also, because I got about 100 copies here. Yeah.
Well, okay, send me those links on email, and I'll put those on the video. I'll put those up for people so they can see the spelling, the correct spelling, and I can even perhaps put up links on the video if we for its appearance on YouTube. Okay, well, I think that'll probably cover us for today. Kaviraj, thank you very much for your assistance here. Yes, this is fantastic, and let's make more of these videos, and and keep the ball rolling.
We'll get into these things, and I'll tell the people how to grow nice tomatoes.
Oh, that's fantastic!
And, you know,
you're going to make me a wealthy man.
Vegetables and grains and everything. Yeah, even their flowers.
I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. Okay, well, my name is John Benneth, and today we've been talking to Dr. Vaikunthanath das Kaviraj, a homeopathic physician who has applied this amazing science to healing plants and helping them to be more healthy and fruitful. Please visit my website, scienceofhomeopathy.com, and thank you for being our audience today. See you later, Kaj.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Take care. Until next time.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.